I am filming like right in front of an open window, so if my neighbor decides that, I don't know, he wants to look at the window, I'm right here talking to myself. Great. Woo! Hi, hello, good morning. Today I want to talk about all the books that I really want to read in May, and also that I'm going to be participating in 2 readathons. They are very much complementary, so I'll be reading kind of the same books, but I'm going to talk about them right now. Okay, let's start with the first readathon, that is the Heroes Readathon, hosted by Sage Reads here on BookTube. I will link everything like down below if you want to do this very creative readathon. These readathons will last all May and it's very fun because it's like an RPG game. You choose your character type and then your character class, and they will bring like prompts for the books that you're going to read. So for your character types, you can choose troll, fae, elf, demon, ghost, mermaid, werewolf, and vampire. So pretty classic RPG style. And then for your character classes, you can choose warrior, thief, druid, healer, bard, ranger, necromancer, and clairvoyant, which is a very scary word because it's very long. What I chose is a troll thief. Not what I'd usually choose because I don't really like trolls. Thief, yes, I used to be a thief in Dungeons and Dragons, so but trolls not really. But the prompt for troll is read only graphic novels or mangas. That is going to play into my readathon later. And then for thief, you mustn't buy anything. Read only books you already own or borrow. And then you have to follow the hero's journey. So there are, I believe, 9 prompts. There are like 9 steps into your hero's journey. So prompt number 1, call to action. Read a book set outside of a house. And for that I chose, ooh, can you see that? The entirety of the Cowboy Bebop manga. I didn't know there was a Cowboy Bebop manga. The Cowboy Bebop anime is one of the most acclaimed ever, like in the history of animes. It's very good. It's a space opera with cowboys in space, which seems like contradictory, but it's not. And it has a manga that it's only 3 volumes, and I bought it a long time ago and never read it, and I don't know why, because I love the anime. So yeah, the manga. The next step is meet your mentor. Read a book written by an author you admire. And for that I chose, I will say the title in English and attempt to say the like Chinese translation.
Okay, hi, Editing Alice here. So I botched the pronunciation in Chinese, so to avoid any errors and any like miscommunication, I will overimpose what I believe is the right pronunciation because I don't want to be disrespectful. So yeah, enjoy.
I will read the manhwa for Heaven's Official Blessing by
墨香铜臭.
This author wrote 3 books that are super duper popular. You might have heard of The Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. It has an anime adaptation, it has a manhwa adaptation, it has a reading aloud adaptation, like an audiobook. It has so many adaptations and it's so good. And this, Heaven's Official Blessing, it's the last book that she wrote. I think she is writing another one, yes. And it's translated from Chinese. You can find the translation online, I think. But this is the manhwa. It's still ongoing. I'm going to read all the chapters that are available. And yeah, I truly super duper recommend this author. So if you haven't heard of her, pick it up. The third step is crossing the threshold. Read a coming of age or coming out story. And for that I'm going to read The Monsoon in June, which is a webtoon. I'm going to use this for another prompt, but I have no idea what this talks about, aside from that it's, I think, a contemporary webtoon and it's a coming of age story. So the drawings are super duper pretty and I am so excited to read this. Then the fourth prompt is Trials and Failures. Read a book you started and never finished. And for this, I'm going to choose another manga, and it's Tiger and Bunny Volume 1. I bought this volume so long ago because I knew that there was an anime adaptation. This is kind of like a superhero manga. If you like Boku no Hero Academia or My Hero Academia, I think you will like this. So yeah, the fifth step is Death and Rebirth, which, if you know Evangelion, read a book that has been on your TBR for over a year. And for this, I'm going to choose a very, very, very pretty graphic novel, and I'm so sorry that I haven't read this already, but it's Piccolo gli Orchidei by Hubert and Gatignol. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's super pretty. It has like gold and it's monochromatic grays, but the drawings are stunning, and it has gold inside. Thank you, thanks. Like gold, so pretty. The sixth step is Revelation. Read a 5-star prediction, and for that I'm going to choose I'm so sorry if I talk about this series so much, but I'm going to choose the whole Evangelion manga series. I've never read the manga. I've watched the series many times. I've watched the movies, I've watched the reboot movies. Never read the manga, which is upsetting, and I must fix that. For the seventh prompt, Atonement, read a book that broadens your view, I'm going to, again, read Evangelion, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Because if you know what this story is about, I've talked about that, I think, in my vlogs. This series really, really broadens your view. It truly broadened the view of every anime maker out there when it came out, because it revolutionized all the anime industry and how they view like mecha stories and stories in general. So yeah. The eighth step is Gift from the Gods. Read a book recommended by a booktube friend, and for that I'm going to choose Classmates or Dokusei by Asumiko Nakamura. There is a very, very popular, if you know that, movie adaptation of this manga series, and it's so good. Like, it's so good. This is again a coming of age stories about two high school guys that are polar opposites of each other. One is very sunny, he really wants to do music, he's so outgoing, and the other one is very reclusive, very somber, very into himself, and they fall in love. And it's so cute, it's so cute. And also, this is actually very realistic about how some high schoolers are. The dynamics between the two is very, very realistic, not like happily ever after and then nothing else. So I am so excited. The ninth prompt, return, change. Read a book or author you've never heard of until now. This is the last prompt, and I'm going to choose The Monsoon in June, because I have never heard of this author before. That is such a mouthful. So yeah, that completes my TBR for the Heroes Readathon. And now I'm going to participate also in the Asian Readathon, because I want to support Cindy, like Read with Cindy here in Booktube. I'm going to leave also her link down below. I really think readathons like this are super duper important, especially right now with some of the things that are happening in the world. So this readathon lasts all May, just like the other one. And there are some prompts, there are fewer ones. I really, really encourage you to participate, to, read some books by Asian authors. The first prompt is read any book by an Asian author, and for that I'm going to choose Heaven's Official Blessing. I'm going to reutilize like many of the books because I don't have much free time in May. I'm going to write my thesis, so The second prompt is read a book featuring a character or written by an Asian author who you can relate to, and for that I chose The Monsoon in June because I know that one of the two characters, or I believe, is bisexual. just like me. Third prompt, read a book featuring an Asian character or written by an Asian author who is different from you. And for that, I'm going to choose Neon Genesis Evangelion, because all the main characters are very, very different from me. They all have like very, very troubled past. I don't want to diagnose, but the author of the series was struggling with depression while writing the series, and you can see that in the main characters. You really, really can see that. So yeah, very different for me. A fourth prompt is read a book recommended by an Asian, and for that I return to you with Cowboy Bebop, because one of my friends from high school, she is Chinese and she moved here in Italy, I think when she was 8. She really, really recommended me this manga, and I never listened to her until now. And then the last prompt is read Little Fires Everywhere and participate in the hashtag Little Fires Readathon and watch along, because this is a book that has a, I think, like TV show adaptation. I think it's on Hulu, and from the 1st to the 15th of May there's going to be the read-along, and then from the 15th to the 29th of May it's going to be the watch-along. So very fun. With that, I've completed all the prompts, all the readathons. I have many books that I want to read, and nobody can stop me, not even my university, okay? I really want to read these. I think I don't have anything else to say. I don't really have an intro nor an outro, so goodbye!